the option to counter pick. As we see this come in now with the LeBlanc, zoom out, how do these compositions play and what will their keys to victory be?
So I actually like the way Astralis drafted their last two champions, because I think they were kind of on the same boat as me. They're like, okay, it looks like we're going to see much more of a kind of a 1-3-1.
In terms of week 1, no first blood, no first down, negative at 14 minutes. We'll have to come back to that. Kobe's already forced backwards. Now the damage reply from Jonghoon and Kobe. Summon a heal block, traded back and forth, DOS forced to flash. Exit kick down to 200, down to 110. Gets the heal from the ebb and flow, side steps away the Mystic Shot. Exit kick!
Yeah, I think this is a matchup that tends to go well for the LeBlanc in the early stages, but Jonghoon.
Another burst of damage. Jonghoon going to be chunked out low. DOS the target from Kobe, stepping forward, firing Mystic Shot off the Mystic Shot inside the minion wave. Exit kick has to be careful. The minions are doing a lot of work. Kobe, no flash available to him, can't get in range. And Exit kick wants to stick around. He wants to bait. Here comes Marcoon. He has to be flawless from Kobe. Does Exit kick try and pick up the assist here? Mystic Shot will connect. Denting blows, as well as that charge from the Vault Breaker. Soul kill there for
To fight a little bit harder than we think of most traditional Ezreals who have the tier stars.
We'll see once that build continues to play out. So Sheena secure that tower plate. I want to briefly look at the stats. Although, are they going to fight? They are going to fight. We'll have to come back to this. No more graphics, Trevor. Aqua Prison will at least throw up Jonghoon. Tidal Wave forces out the summoner heal, chucking out those autos. Flash over the wall. Flash for Kobe too. Here comes Marcoon. Cease and desist. Dunk down onto Jonghoon. Now the tower dive. How clean is this? 1-1-3 coming from behind. Glacial Prison's available to him and Kobe's dead. Flashing away from the prison. No one's locked in place. SK get 2. Jonghoon just dunked down. And while we're in that replay again,
they might still want to try and go for this, right? Marcoon has that cease and desist available.
Oh, look at that piercing light damage, and nobody's finding a shot for Astralis. The prison goes wide. Jonghoon taking a lot of culling damage. True Shot Barrage unable to secure Exit kick, and now 4 versus 2. No cannon barrage, no teleport, no Finn. And Shelly's been dropped. With the help of the Rift Herald, 1-1-3, and Kobe could be the target. Here comes Certus, W's forward flash available, Tidal Wave captures one, Kobe is obliterated and executed. Seconds until the ultimate available. Marcoon hops over the wall, so 2v2 being set up. Irrelevant now, we'll be able to counter-strike, trading back and forth with that important auto. Finn looking for the solo with the cannon barrage! While Finn is doing well, the rest of the map is falling to pieces. Jonghoon jumped on as Exit kick destroys him.
To match a lot of the roams from Certus, try and help out with 1-1-3. And again, SK putting on a masterclass.
Yeah, they really are. Kobe the next target once again. Piercing Light picks up that kill. Take a look at the damage so far. Exit kick doing work as is this time caught out by the Glacial Prison.
No.
He stays alive, but for how much longer? Gets the end, the flow, and finally taken down with the flail. Now all of a sudden, 1-1-3. The boar's looking for sushi.
It becomes very easy for you to make plays happen.
This is the second Rift Herald that SK have summoned, if I recall correctly. Finn's going to throw out a barrel, clear some of those minions. Tower in the mid lane will stand, but the bottom is just about secured for Certus. The top lane, I think, should also be taken down this game, which is looking that way. Those percentages drop from 26% to 15% of the remaining, sorry. So there is still opportunity. Certus push that wave all the way for Dayor to pick up. We're going to see yet another trade. Cannon Barrage has dropped, Counter-Strike back, eat the orange. All of a sudden, Finn forced to use that stopwatch. Teleport's being channeled. Dayor the first to arrive, but maybe not in time. That's a dead Finn. Here comes Dayor. He's managed to hijack the Grandmaster's challenge, but not going to be enough just yet as a leap from Irrelevant keeps him up. Certus may need to land another chain. No one else can jump in the fray. Members of SK now being jumped on. Irrelevant gets the Counter-Strike stun and sidesteps the steal. No one can be enough as Dayor.
Early losing out of the 1v1 to Irrelevant. It's not going to be the best spot. Jonghoon, you've done this before!
Oh, Exit kicks. Kobe's still looking for the tower, but here comes Irrelevant.
This is where you got to see what Irrelevant can do. Has that ultimate available? Can he get a multi-man?
Remember, the goal difference is significant, but in team fights, the synergies of Astralis comp cannot be denied. Use that stopwatch to buy some time. Tidal Wave into the Glacial Prison. Irrelevant is the first to fall on behalf of SK, and the culling will not find Jonghoon.
Cannon Barrage, the ultimate from 1-1-3. Nobody in SK can actually follow up here because of the position even of that barrel, right? If you try to move through the choke, Finn is going to absolutely destroy you now that he's hit his second item. So really nice job from Astralis to spot how they could use the terrain in their favor there.
And that means that Astralis keep themselves a little bit in touch. 22 minutes in, still only that 3,000. I mean, this is a story of two halves. Finn and 113 really need to help set things up on behalf of Astralis, and they need to find a way to control
Another time, rather than linking up as a 4-man unit.
Yeah, it felt like that Finn little skirmish kind of put pressure, and Certus backed away. He's going to need to use that W to save cease and desist way downtown. Monkoon split from the rest of SK, manages to dash back with the Q. True Shot Barrage flies out. Deo stolen the tidal wave, but now he's facing 4 members. Make that 3 as Irrelevant has held multiple members of Astralis back. Deo cannot find the kill just yet. Monkoon's on a killing spree. Everybody held at bay, but SK get the kill.
That was so nice to a good, or so close to a nice fight for Astralis, but just not quite able to get the barrel combo for Finn. And SK, they want more.
Oh, Finn is finito. Take it.
Gonna be spotted by Certus.
They've got the time here, Dagda. They've got the time. That's a root coming out from the chains, caught by the prison as well. Baron should be secured. It's Irrelevant Certus keeping Astralis at bay. That's so much to a 40% HP copy. Great catch there, Dagda. Unfortunately, that offensive. They're consistently falling backwards. Dale is going to hijack that culling, and with the Baron empowered minions, all 5 members of SK, 6,000 gold up. And they just brute force their way, as Atlas would say, smash
themselves 4 exit kick, and now they want to try and push it home further.
Oh, goodbye. Goodbye indeed. I think with the additional range from that rapid fire cannon, the movement speed from Nami, just how far ahead. 4.6 thousand gold lead. Exit kick is definitely the man in the moment here for SK. Finn gets punched in the face by those giant gloves, and another inhibitor is falling. SK are moments away from securing group stage or picking up a 5-game winning streak. And I said at the top of the show today that this is the team that could be looking at top 2. This type of play, they're definitely making a case for it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big case of trying to see if they're able to win this game, what happens in group stage, because I think they definitely have a very defined style of, hey, we want to set up exit kick and toss, and I'm curious to see what happens when they get to the next stage. Teams are able to prepare for them in that best 3, but right now, this game...
Stars today, XL tomorrow, and then Fnatic on Monday, as 113 may go down. If SK win all 3 of those games, and that's very likely, they have 92% of remaining scenarios where they lost at this point.
Yeah, I mean, especially they got Excel and Fnatic still to play, teams that have been struggling. This could be SK taking that. Sure, we can get all 3 of these outer towers down and sets up well, but now they want to go for more.
Dun, 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 dun. The engage onto Younghoon. Here comes Irrelevant from behind. The tidal wave as well as the counter-strike stun doing so much work, and Sortus forced to run for his life from Deo's Silas. Multiple members of SK are just burning through the HP bars, but it is at the cost of Irrelevant's life. Exit kick flies forward before Kobe gets one back. Now all of a sudden Deo trying to do what he can, the last man standing for Astralis there. The side of exit kick. We saw in the minimap the Soul was secured, so Kim Tech Drake Soul picked up by SK Gaming. Last ditch effort inside Baron, no flash for Irrelevant. Here comes the rest of SK. There is a split off. It looks like there's a siege. Finn has been able to take down Certus, but it's at the cost of his life. Now all of a sudden, SK lost another. SK lost a 3rd. The Baron is still available. Momentarily, the Baron still being secured. Irrelevant can jump on Younghoon, and he does. Counter-Strike doesn't find its target. Deo can steal the Grandmaster's might as Irrelevant's no flash available. He should go down. No, hops over onto the ward. Now turning his attention to try take out Younghoon.
Who's left in to do? I don't know anymore.
Deo takes down Irrelevant.
I mean, Baron up creeps here. Irrelevant still isn't alive. This is still a 4 versus 5.
There is no way Astralis can turn this one around. Pushing inside the base. Have they done it? Have they got the power? Baron and powered minions being used to equalize that mid-lane inhibitor. They back away.
Actually have to stress out about any sort of pressure there, so they're just immediately going to turn towards the side lane.
They've decided to recall. There's 2 teleports available, and Finn is left on defensive duty. Where is he TP?
Now your Baron buff is gone.
Oh, Glacial Prison! That's a good prediction, but there's nothing to follow. There's no one to follow that up. SK smell. Barrel! Finn lands a beautiful barrel, forcing SK to retreat. He takes down Certus one for the final push. 2 super minions pouring onto the Nexus Toast. The first has been cleared. Dale has teleported into the fray. Look for the barrel. Look for the barrel! Doss loses 80%. He gets it. Sends him to the fountain. All of a sudden, SK are routed and running for their lives. They've lost 3. Looking for 2 more. All of a sudden, Astralis cannot find Irrelevant just yet. The Nexus Toast still stands. The minions are alive. 10 seconds before Certus is up. Irrelevant is buying so much time! He's finally taken out